So together as a State Department for Higher Education, collaborating with the State Department for Science, Research and Innovation, we see the best coming out of these universities in the coming years. You know, education and research, unlike other areas, takes time. You have to invest and give time for the results to be seen. But we already appreciate some of the research that's coming out of the universities emanating from the good teaching and learning. As you know, the Technical University of Mombasa, for example, got a research grant of 844 million. That's beginning this year. Masinde Muliro University just signed a research grant of 640 million. And the emphasis is we teach well, we produce good researchers, and so together we work to produce not only new knowledge, not only quality graduates, but also the technologies that are going to move our country to the next level.
Why is it important for a particular university to take an edge?
It is important because we have resource constraints, and because of this, it is not easy to invest in every area equally. I mean, you choose to spread thin so that you have the minimum for every program, or you choose to concentrate investments in a few programs, and then all together we will have all the areas covered by the different universities. And this is where we came from. Before the rain started beating us, Egerton was known for agriculture, KU was known for education, but thereafter, because of the high demand for education and uncontrolled expansion, every university was duplicating every other program. But this also speaks to the history of how these new universities emerged. These universities emerged as constituent colleges of their mother universities. And so the tendency to pick a few programs for the mother universities then ended up in the situation where we are, whereby universities are duplicated across programs are duplicated across universities. So this is what we now want to call to order and have very clear specialization.
The most important thing is to build the synergies, collaboration, cooperation, and break the side of the challenge. We are looking at funding this ecosystem 1 to 2% of the GDP, and we will be able to fund through this cluster approach. And at the end of these clusters, we'll be able to create think tanks that will be able to advise the government and be able to look at specific issues that will take us much faster into the Singapore status.
So in 2029, all universities under which?
This is what we are encouraging universities to do, so that universities have got that leeway of running their own programs. But as a government, we want to ensure that we look at the competence and centers of excellence. So we want to create the centers of excellence through these clusters. And university research institutions will be working together in that direction.
So for instance,